Hey Aquarius, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot and welcome to your February love and career reading. Before we get started, I just want to say thank you for being here. And if you'd like for me to send you my good energy, say hi in the comments section, something I can focus on that represents you, even if it's an emoji. And I encourage everybody else to do that for each other as well. All right, you guys, if this resonates, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel. You have no idea. We're going to start with career and then we're going to get into love. If you want to skip career, just fast forward a little bit, go for it. So what can Aquarians expect in career 2024, February 2024? What energies are ruling over career and money? We have the Sun. That's a really great sign. The Tower and the Nine of Swords. Wow, could you be any more clear? First of all, the events that are happening or about to happen or have recently happened that were out of your control, having to do with your career and your money, they might have spurred some overthinking or some loss of sleep, some anxiety. It's important that you know that it's actually leading to the Sun. It's leading to this really positive place. So everybody take a collective deep breath with me because it's gonna be okay. Actually, some of you guys might be relocating. Some of you guys might have had something that just like shook you up, but it could be a really good thing. Either way, it's putting you in a position of Nine of Swords. And so this is temporary, this is passing. As you can see from this picture, it's like this person has their hands on their head and the swords represents thoughts and concerns, possibly worries. And so this comes on the heels of change, that sensation of what's next and some worry and anxiety. That's very natural when the Tower card comes up. And it's important to mention the whole point of the Tower is like, these are circumstances that you cannot control. You can only control how you react. But the universe kind of throws these moments in your path when it's just time to switch into a different direction. So it's like a collaboration, manifesting something, even if at first it feels jarring or sudden. You are coming to a rest stop at the Sun. So I want to talk about that a little bit more. This is all very, very good. So this is like your hard work paying off. And there's an ending that occurs with all of this, Ten of Swords. And it might not be a very comfortable ending, but it's like you are leaving the situation wiser. There's almost I feel like there's this relaxed state. There's this relief. You don't have to be so on guard with your money. I feel like you're going to have you're going to be able to relax into your money as well. You're not going to have your foot in your hands and you're like, you don't have to have such a hold on your pentacles. What's this Queen of Cups? There's a maturity, an emotional maturity that you have when you round the corner into the Sun. It's just like all over your reading, it says, hey, you get through this little tough bottleneck of events and then it's smooth sailing. You're going to feel much more relaxed. You're going to feel much more you. And you're going to be wiser. It's like you have more information. You have new information. Seven of Pentacles comes out when it's this, there was a stagnancy recently where you're wondering if all the work you put into something is going to surface, like you're going to reap the benefits. And so at this juncture, you're like, do I keep on working really hard the way I have been, or do I need to change something up? And in fact, the answer to that is the universe is throwing a Tower card in your way so that you don't have to hum and haw about it anymore. It's taking care of that for you, whether you like it or not, and it's going to take good care of you. What does Aquarius need to keep in mind during the Nine of Swords area where you might be overthinking, you might have a little anxiety or worries? What should you keep in mind? Taking bold action. It's about the big vision. It's about the big picture. So this could be an individual as well. It could be a fire sign. Excuse me. It's like if this is representing a person and that's resonating to you, this would be somebody who's a big visionary. It's somebody who takes bold leadership, who likes to delegate jobs, and there's somebody like leaving the picture here. There's like they don't have to actually be physically exiting the business, but there is a change in leadership and a change in focus, and it's more directed towards stability and towards money. So there's this very natural ending, and even if you didn't want this ending, this stage to come to a close, you would be forced into it anyway. But again, you're going towards something that's much easier, much more natural, and going in a direction that you like. All right, so I love it when there's like really positive twists to people's readings. So I'm going to collect these. We're going to give the cards a shuffle one more time, and we're going to get your love reading. All right, so love for Aquarius, February 2024. Happy birthday to all my February Aquarians. Okay, what do we need to know in love? Aquarians, February 2024. The first card out is healing, Six of Swords. And it's important to notice that there's actually three characters in this boat. So this is actually, it has a side meaning of being willing to receive help from others in healing. And sometimes those other people don't even know how much of a help they are. Sometimes it's very intentional, like it's getting a therapy and it's working on stuff. But this is progress forward. It's leaving choppy waters and the unknown and chaos and heartbreak for some of you guys, and it's going into smooth sailing. So we've got a theme here so far between love and between your career as you are headed towards smoother waters. Okay, back to love for Aquarians. I think that you know what it is to struggle with breadcrumbing or with a sense of inequality in a relationship. You also know what it is to struggle towards wanting a bigger picture, but not necessarily having that bigger picture with the people at hand. It's almost like there's been a situation where there was this love offer and then it retracted itself for some of you guys. What's this Ace of Wands coming through? You're leaving a place of disinterest. So like, let me say that in a different way. Apathy can be kind of a boredom, a lack of interest in taking an offer or moving in a specific direction. It's not for the lack of wanting to move into a direction, wanting to have that enthusiasm, but it's just something you can't force, right? So it's almost like as if once you kind of just give into that and accept where you were at, that's when this burst of passion comes through in the form of the Ace of Wands, which can be quite sexual, doesn't have to be, but it is very passionate. And this is going to bring in fresh ideas. It's going to bring in maybe fresh plans. It's going to make you open to new kinds of communication. Some of you guys might be getting on online dating. Some of you guys might be opening up like a new social media account. And it's all part of this healing, this movement forward. And the most healing thing that is rushing in is genuine enthusiasm, which some of you guys, I think, have been missing. And once you go into this quiet place of acceptance, that's when things change. How funny that happens, right? More about the Four of Swords. What kicks you into this space? A big influence is somebody, either memories of the past or something nostalgic, or somebody from the past, okay? Maybe it's, some of you guys are going to be slowing down and taking time to reminisce and kind of remember how things were in different relationships or in a past relationship that was very pivotal. It's going to give you a new perspective. It's just going to kind of sometimes we go quite a while without visiting our past and our memories, and time in those spances can go really fast. It can go like that. And it's when we slow down and we remember all the stages we've gone through, or the relationships, the different versions of ourselves that we've been, the different lessons that we've learned. That's when we feel time. That's when we can actually see our growth. So that's what this feels like. What's this Ace of Cups upside down? Again, there's a gift in the acceptance that something you were trying to make work is just not going to happen. You don't have to worry anymore. You can unburden yourself with the expectations that you're going to build something that's going to be long lasting from this relationship. The moment you do that, like, you get out of this place of exhaustion, of the place of anxiety. You know, it's really hard to make ourselves do anything, but probably the hardest would be to feel things you don't feel. So this is the reason I have a smile on my face, again, is because it's all actually under the umbrella of healing, and it's all about to rev up. You're leaving disappointment. You're embracing independence with the 9 of Pentacles. You might even be investing in yourself, you know, in new ways. But 5 of Cups upside down is a card you want to get in reverse. That is leaving that disappointment. And you are going to be grabbing onto your independence in a new way that is unlike anything in your past. It's very much connected to that spark of passion. You're able to make yourself happy. For some of you guys, I can hear that Miley Cyrus song, Buy Myself Flowers. I can buy myself flowers. The Star, ruled by Aquarian. This is the happy calm after the storm. This is hope and dreams restored. This is getting your prayers answered. This is also a card I had to draw her bathing suit on because YouTube is a butt. And all of us YouTube tarot readers have to draw or put stickers on our naked tarot cards. Yeah, I mean, like, this is a beautiful reading, you guys. What about this 10 of Pentacles upside down? Yep, it was just like the more you try to force something, when this is upright, you guys, this is like longevity, long-term wealth, happiness, family that you're creating. You're living into this long-term future in a relationship. This is your ideal of family was not matching up to these expectations, and it was creating this heartbreak. And we've got this big manifesting energy coming out with a Magician. So from this place, it was really important not to feel regret over this and not be upset that maybe you wasted time or any of that can creep into our minds. It was a major catalyst to this manifesting energy that you now have a hold of in February. It's very exciting. Let's get a card out, an oracle card from the Romance Angels deck. This has been pre-shuffled with you in mind. 3 flew out, so let's read all of them. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. We have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. And we have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, right? 6 of Swords. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. And I want to mention, piggyback on that, releasing and forgiving yourself too. For some of you guys, you need to be reminded of that. Nothing is by mistake. All right, you guys, sending you off with love and light. Talk to you soon. Please hit that like button if this resonated. Take good care.